Hey everybody, Lauren Doyle here, your favorite intuition everything teacher for business, relationships, and personal development. So I am answering questions as usual today, and I'm doing this at night, so I'm sorry if the lighting is a little bizarre, but I'm trying to make it work. One of the things that comes up a lot is how do you know when you're following your intuition or not. So there's two things that happen. One, and I'll explain one in the next video, but there's one statement that is a surefire, like crystal clear sign that you're getting to really screw up your life. And when I say screw up your life, you're getting ready to make things super hard for yourself. And this saying is basically, I wish I could cuss, but I have some G-rated, audience people. F it, I'll fix it later is basically what it is. So F it, I'll fix it later is a surefire signal that you're getting ready to go completely against what is intuitively right, or it's not ready for a decision to be made, and you're like, F it, I'll fix it later. And inevitably, what happens when you F it and fix it later is you go with what feels easy for the moment. So at the moment, it's going to feel easier. It's not intuitive stuff because there's the resistance piece to it, which behind it is fear. It feels hard, right, at the moment. But the F it, I'll fix it later, at the moment feels easier. So it feels easier. You feel like you don't have any responsibility in this moment. You can just do whatever. You're being free or do whatever. All the little things in your head to justify why F it, I'll fix it later is the right way to go. You make that choice, F it, I'll fix it later. And for that period of time, right, it's fun, it's easy, woohoo, it's good because it's easy, right? You didn't have to walk through that wind resistance. But because you, in those F it, I'll fix it later decisions, it's actually against flow. So time has to happen, right? Because we're in the third dimension, so we have space and time, physicality. So time has to happen. So time catches up. So energy is instantaneous, and the physical takes time. So time has to catch up, and then things will start to get really hard. So you'll get some heavy, like things will start to feel heavy. You'll start to feel empty, anxiety, depression, sadness, anger, jealousy, all of these heavy emotions. Something of that wheelhouse is going to come up. And things all the time in those situations will blow up somehow. So it'll all kind of blow up and you'll end up having a stuck feeling associated with it. So I talked about in a few videos back, kind of that stuck feeling of things sort of sitting in the same place. Here I am again. I found myself here again. The feeling is the same, like you'll recognize it as a pattern. So it's like this pattern feeling to it. Here I am again. So F it, I'll fix it later always leads to that point. And the more you choose F it, I'll fix it later, like the bigger the blow-ups become, right? Like it's going to get bigger and bigger and harder and more stuck until you finally come back to that same point again, and you're given the opportunity again of if you're going to choose F it, I'll fix it later, or if you're going to go ahead and turn towards that wind tunnel, walk through a little resistance, face that fear, and get to the other side. So Key number 1, if you find yourself saying to yourself, F it, I'll fix it later, become present in that moment and really think about it. And I implore you to choose something different. So, until next time, if you want to schedule a private session with me, go ahead and click the link below. That way we can actually help you find your own patterns, get through some of those things that are keeping you stuck, find those things, move them out so that you can make stronger, brighter, better, intuitive decisions for your business, relationships, and personal growth. Excuse me. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Until next time.